everyone. It is 10 a.m. on Tuesday, August 10th. I'm your host, Jane Turgeon, and welcome to Season 2 of Positive News Update. 2020 was one of the most challenging years that we've had. There's a lot of terrible things that happened. Over the course of last season, we took a look at some of the positive things to happen in 2020, despite how unfortunate the year was. To start off this season of Positive News Update, we're going to be taking a deep dive into some of the positive news stories that have developed over the course of 2021. But for right now, we're going to check in with our positivity correspondent, Dan Goodman. Hey Dan, how's it going?
What's up, my dude? Crack-a-lackin'.
That's good. Say Dan, don't you have some positivity to share with our viewers?
Oh, shizzle, my drizzle. Anyways, sup, my dudes? It's your boy, Dan. Otherwise, as That Positive Guru. Today, I'm going to drop some sick as apples positivity on you. Yeah. Say something positive, and you'll see something positive. Okay. All right. Let me give this a try. Jaden, my man.
Dan, you were literally so close to finishing the segment without getting distracted.
Oh, Jane, just calm yourself down for a second, okay? Jaden, my man, you're looking very dapper today.
Oh, thanks, Dan.
Yeah, if you could only match your personality to look as good as your clothes, then you'd be even better.
Oh, come on, Dan.
Oh my God, Jaden, lighten up. I'm just kidding, my man. Anyways, my dudes, that's all for now. Hang loose and I'll catch you on the flippity flop.
Thank you, Dan. That was our positivity correspondent, Dan Goodman, with your dose of positivity. Now on to our positive news story of the day. Boys who regularly played video games at age 11 were less likely to develop depressive symptoms 3 years later, finds a new study led by the University College London researcher. The findings published in Psychological Medicine demonstrated that boys who played video games most days had 24% fewer depressive symptoms 3 years later than boys who played video games less than once a month. This effect was only significant among boys with low physical activity levels, so researchers assert that this might suggest that less active boys could derive more enjoyment in social interaction from video games. While their study cannot confirm this relationship is causal, the researchers say that there is some positive aspects of video games which could support mental health, such as problem solving and social, cooperative, and engaging elements. While we cannot confirm whether playing video games actually improves mental health, it didn't appear harmful in our study and may have some benefits, said lead author, PhD student Aaron Condola. Particularly during the pandemic, video games have been an important social platform for young people. Screens allow us to engage in a wide range of activities. Guidelines and recommendations about screen time should be based on our understanding of how these different activities might influence mental health and whether that influence is meaningful. Condola previously led studies finding that sitting still appeared to increase the risk of depression and anxiety in adolescents. To gain more insight into what drives that relationship, he and colleagues chose to investigate screen time as it is responsible for much of the sedentary behavior in adolescents. Other studies have found mixed results, and many did not differentiate between different types of screen time, compare between genders, or follow such a large group of young people over multiple years. The research team from UCL Karolinska Institute in Sweden and the Baker Heart and Diabetes Institute in Australia reviewed data from 11,341 adolescents who are part of the Millennium Cohort Study, a nationally representative sample of young people who have been involved in research since they were born in the UK from 2000 to 2002. The study participants all had answered questions about their time spent on social media, playing video games, or using the internet at age 11, and also answered questions about depressive symptoms such as low mood, loss of pleasure, and poor concentration at age 14. The clinical questionnaire measures depressive symptoms and their severity on a spectrum rather than providing a clinical diagnosis. In the analysis, the research team accounted for other factors that might have explained the results, such as socioeconomic status, physical activity levels, reports of bullying, and prior emotional symptoms. There may also be other explanations for the link between video games and depression, such as differences in social contact or parenting styles, which researchers did not have data for. We need to reduce how much time children and adults spend sitting down for their physical and mental health, but that doesn't mean screen use is inherently harmful, adds Condola. Senior author Dr. Matt Hallegren has conducted other studies in adults finding that mentally active types of screen time, such as playing video games or working at a computer, might not affect depression risk in that way that more passive forms of screen time, like looking at social media, appear to do. The relationship between screen time and mental health is complex, and we still need to do more research to help understand it, said Hallegren. But any initiatives to reduce young people's screen time should be targeted and nuanced, he said. Our research points to possible benefits of screen time. However, we should still encourage young people to be physically active and to break up extended periods of sitting with light physical activity. Now we're going to check in with our self-care correspondent, Dr. Frances McCormick. Hello, Dr. McCormick. How are you doing today? I'm doing quite well. Thank you, Jane. How are you today? I'm doing quite well, thank you. Say, Dr. McCormick, didn't you have some self-care techniques to share with our viewers? Why, yes, Jaden, I certainly do. Hello, everyone. As Jaden said, I am Dr. Frances McCormick, and as you know, I'm a registered psychologist in the province of Ontario. And today I'm going to be sharing with you some self-care techniques that may help you in your day-to-day life. Know your personal signs of stress. Sometimes self-care is about knowing when you're getting overloaded or overwhelmed, and responding with micro habits that prevent an all-out burnout, says Cynthia Arcreal, MD, a wellness and leadership coach based in Asheville, North Carolina. For example, she says, are you starting to withdraw from your friends? Are you sitting in traffic swearing? Getting more headaches or stomach aches lately? She calls this learning from what you consider to be your overwhelmed emoji key. When you feel the need to text that emoji to everyone on your contact list, take it as a cue to ask yourself what you need. Maybe you need to roll your shoulders a few times and then take a short walk. It's about building up awareness and having the self-knowledge to check in and adjust, she says. Great, thank you so much for your input, Dr. McCormick. I know our viewers will really appreciate it. Now, before we wrap up the show today, we're going to give you a quick weather update. Let's check in with our station intern / temp meteorologist, Oliver McNabb.
Hi, I'm Ollie McNabb, and as you can see, you can't really see me right now, but that's because I have this, huge zit on my face, and I'm, really self-conscious about it, so please don't be upset. Anyways, here's your weather update. Alright, so coming up on today's forecast, it's looking like a sunny day. It's currently 27 degrees, with going up to a high of 32 and a low of 21. As we start off the day, we'll be in the low 20s while working our way up to 30 degrees by midday. In the afternoon, we'll reach a high of 32 degrees before dropping down to the early 20s by the evening. Humidity is going to reach as high as 94%, which means we'll feel at least 41 degrees at some point today. So keep that in mind if you're going to be outside at all today. Make sure you stay hydrated as there is a heat warning in effect. The probability of precipitation is sitting at 40% with showers predicted later in the day. It's predicted that we'll get around 15 millimeters of rain. A little bit of wind today, as wind gusts will reach up to 27 kilometers an hour. Anyways, moving on to our 5-day forecast. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at a sunny day with a chance of showers. Not too much rain is predicted, as we're only supposed to get less than 5 millimeters of rain. The temperatures are reaching up to 31 degrees and low of 22. Moving on to Thursday, it's looking like a mainly sunny day with a risk of thunderstorms. Again, not much rain is predicted, as we'll only be getting less than 5 millimeters of rain. Temperatures will be reaching up to a high of 30 and a low of 21. And Friday, we're going to be looking at again another mainly sunny day with a risk of thunderstorms. Very little rain is predicted, as we're only expected to get in between 1 to 3 millimeters of rain. It will reach a high of 25 and a low of 16. And then finally, on to Saturday, it looks like it will be a sunny day, and the temperatures are looking to go as high as 25 and a low of 16. I'm really sorry for not being on screen today. I'm just really self-conscious about this zit. I need to go.
Well, okay then. That was Oliver McNabb with our weather update. Anyways, that's all for today, folks. I'm your host, Jane Turgeon, and that was your positive news update. Stay happy, stay healthy, take care, and I will see you all in the next episode.